discovery of metal was one of the key things for the advancement of civilization. We generally assume that we, as of now, live in the most advanced time of mankind compared to history. My name is Vismay, and today I would like to share some examples of amazing aspects of our heritage, specifically ancient Indian metallurgy. While the Indus civilization belonged to the Bronze Age, its successor, the civilization around the river Ganga, belonged to the Iron Age. We can find in late Vedic texts mentions of a dark metal, Krishnayas, while earlier texts such as the Rig Veda only spoke of Ayas, which is referred to as copper or bronze. Agriculture apart, metallurgy brought about important changes in human society, as it gave rise to a whole new range of weapons, tools, and implements. Metal, precious or not, is also a prime material for ornaments, and thus enriches cultural life. Metallurgy may be defined as the extraction, purification, alloying, and application of metals. It's interesting to note that metals were used in ancient days for medicinal purposes as well. Story of ancient Hindu metallurgy continues through the Indus Valley and the Harappan civilization. For over 7,000 years, India has had a high tradition of metallurgical skills. Although zinc compounds have been used for at least 2,500 years in the production of brass, zinc wasn't recognized as a distinct element until much later. Metallic zinc was first produced in India. The extraction from zinc from its ore. How hard can it be? Just melt the ore, take the zinc, and done, right? Of the metals used in antiquity, zinc is one of the most difficult to extract from its ore. Firstly, it needs to be heated to 1,000 degrees Celsius temperature. But guess what? Even after doing that, the metallic zinc would form as a vapor in the furnace, which would immediately get re-oxidized and hence lost. Hence, metallic zinc is seldom reported in antiquity. However, in India, there's unique evidence for the extensive and industrial production of metallic zinc at the Zawar area of Rajasthan. An ingenious method was devised to extract zinc. The furnace was flipped to heat the ore from the top to have downward distillation of the zinc vapor, and the smelted zinc vapor could be drastically cooled down to get a melt that could solidify to zinc metal. The Rasa Ratnakara, a text ascribed to the great Indian scientist Nagarjuna from 300 to 500 CE, describes this method of the production of zinc. We all know that iron rusts when exposed to air and water over a period of time. Do you recognize these monuments? The left one is the famous iron pillar from Delhi, and the right one is the temple pillar in Kollur, Karnataka. And neither of them have never once rusted for over 1,600 years and still counting today. Scientists were completely stumped about how this was even possible. The Kollur pillar, or the flagstaff, was built to welcome Adi Shankaracharya. The story of the iron pillar is also fascinating. The iron pillar of Delhi weighs 6.5 tons and is 7.3 meters tall. This pillar has inscriptions in Sanskrit and Brahmi script. According to the inscription, the pillar was erected by King Chandragupta Vikramaditya of the Gupta Empire and celebrates his victories in battle and is dedicated to Lord Vishnu. The pillar was part of the Vishnu temple in Udayagiri, Vidisha, in present-day Madhya Pradesh, and was later brought to Delhi by Sultan of the Slave dynasty after he conquered Vidisha as a trophy. The great work of ancient Indian ironsmiths has resulted in the creation of an anti-corrosive layer on top of the pillar that has ensured that the pillar survives in all its glory to this day. India has been reputed for its iron and steel since Greek and Roman times. The Western world recognizes the popular wood steel from India. Woods is the anglicized version of Ukku in the languages of the states of Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh, a term denoting steel. Wood steel is so unique and makes it different from the rest. This metal is hard and also flexible. Isn't that amazing? Wood steel produced in South India from about 300 BCE was exported from the Deccan area all the way to Syria. It was shaped there into Damascus swords, renowned for their sharpness and toughness. This Indian steel was called the wonder material of the East. A Roman historian, Quintius Curtius, recorded that among the gifts which Alexander the Great received from Porus of Takshila in 326 BCE there was some 2.5 tons of root steel, and it was evidently more highly prized than gold or jewels. Later, the Arabs fashioned it into swords and other weapons. It remained a favorite metal for weapons in the armies of kings like Nizams of Hyderabad, Ranjit Singh, the Rajputs, and the Marathas. It was a matter of pride. This is just a glimpse into the amazing heritage of Indian metallurgy, of our vast Hindu heritage. Hope you found this presentation interesting. Namaste.